Shut up and sit down.
Hello guys and gals, it's me, EpicDose, and I bring you my first video game review. I just beat Gears of War 4, and I wanted to do a review on it. And I'm not going to do a rating system. I'm going to do basically a system that tells you if you should buy it, rent it, or forget it. Basically, I'll have 5 things. A must play, which will be my top. Buy it, which means it's worth buying. Buy it later, which means buy it, but buy it when it's at a lower price. Rent, which means rent it, but it's probably not worth owning. Doesn't have a lot of replay value, stuff like that. Or forget it. Don't even bother buying the game. It's a piece of crap. I probably won't have too many forgets it's because I probably won't be able to finish the game if it's that bad. But alright guys, so Gears of War 4. These are they're gonna be called quick reviews. I'm not gonna go into detail. I'm just gonna tell you what I think the pros and cons are, and that's how they're gonna be from here on out. I'm gonna try to do more reviews. So, pros of Gears of War 4. If you like the Gears way the game, or Gears gameplay, this is just more of it. It's great. It's that third-person, over-the-shoulder shooter. It's got its aliens and mutants and robots. You're shooting at a whole bunch of stuff. The good action that Gears comes with. It also seems to have a more story-driven game than previous versions. It seems like the story's a little more... I was more into the story than the previous versions. On the previous games, I played all 3 of them. I didn't really play Judgment, so that's the only one I haven't played. But 1 through 3 I played, and the stories were sometimes just confusing, or they didn't really go too much into it, which doesn't really have to. It's basically, an action game. But this has way more of a story. I was more into it than previous games. And that's pretty much the pros. I mean, if you like Gears, you're gonna like this game. It's gonna be the same stuff, same type of stuff you're used to, and the story's better, at least in my opinion. I mean, everybody has an opinion about what they like and what they don't like with the story. Cons. The problem is the characters are not... The story's good, but the characters are not as awesome as the initial 1 through 3. You're playing Marcus Phoenix's son and his girlfriend, and as well as a couple others. I'm not going to tell everything. I'm not going to spoil anything here for you, but yeah, I mean, of course they're not going to be interesting as Marcus Phoenix, Coltrane, all those other, older guys. Also, it's only an 8-hour game, but that's pretty normal for Gears games. And the reason that's a con, I don't even think it's a con. I think sometimes games need to be short. Yeah, I like only 8-hour games. I can beat them and don't have to spend weeks and weeks playing them. But the reason it's 8 hours is a con is because if you're not into the multiplayer, there's not much replay value here. I mean, they have different paths in the story like they do in every Gears game, but you're playing the same game. There's nothing really new. There's collections. If you're a completionist, you might like that type of stuff, but as for a different story or different, how it ends, I don't think that's there. I think it's the same for everybody, no matter how many times you replay it. So that's why 8 hours is a con. Because if you don't play the multiplayer, you're... 8 hours is it, and there's not much replay value, at least in my opinion. Also, that's pretty much it for the cons. I mean, multiplayer is the same types of Gears stuff. If you like the old multiplayer, you're gonna like it on this one. Same idea. It can be very competitive too, if you are into very big competitive multiplayer games. And basically, I'm just coming to my verdict now. So you heard the pros and cons, at least in my opinion. The verdict, I wish I could talk. The verdict is to buy it if you are a Gears fan and you like the multiplayer. If you're just playing for the story, I would recommend a rent it, because you can beat this game in about 8 hours. 8 hours, done, take it back, you know, to the red box or wherever you rent your things from and never play it again. If you're not the type of person that's a completionist or you only need to play it once, it's a rent it. But otherwise, if you're a Gears fan, buy it, and you like the multiplayer, buy it. And that's it, guys. Thanks for listening to my first review on a game. Like I said, these are going to be quick reviews. I'm not going to go into big detail. I'm going to try to keep them around 5 minutes. But thanks for watching, guys and gals. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. Tell me what you think, and have a good one.